In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to record your lecture using Panopto on your computer. I have a Panopto already ready to go on my computer, and I also have a smartphone mounted on a stand with the smartphone mount connected to the stand, and this smartphone has an app already installed, and I'll explain in a minute. And then also it has a ring light with the light pointing down, and this one is big enough so that it would not create a shadow of the smartphone on the surface. So that is set to go. And now let me connect this smartphone to the computer. So in order for the smartphone to act as a webcam, I have installed an app here, and the same app is installed on the computer. So let me just go ahead and start that so that the smartphone and my laptop will be connected either through local Wi-Fi, or you could use cable to connect it. So in this case, I'm going to use just Wi-Fi, and I'm going to go ahead and open Heroin. That's the app that I have installed on my computer as well as a laptop. I'm sorry, on the smartphone. And it gives me some kind of indication that is starting to run. And there you go. So there is my video feed. Let me just move this up a little bit. So, okay. So that's good to go. And I can go ahead and close this. And then I will start the Panopto app. So on my course, Canvas course, I go to Panopto Recordings, and then click on the Create button, and I'm going to use a Panotp Capture beta. That's okay. This is fairly capable of do the recording, and also based on my experience so far, using smartphone as a webcam works with the Panopto Capture only. I suspect it may work with the Panopto recorder, but I haven't been successful so far. So I'm going to use a Panopto Capture. And this is a very easy application to use. So first, you may be prompted with the question such as Panopto.com wants to use your camera. In this question, it meant my laptop webcam. By the way, I have 3 cameras going on. So basically, this camera is for capturing myself, and when I wanted to show you my smartphone and so on. So that's for this demonstration purpose only. In Panopto Recording that I am going to demonstrate, I'm going to use a laptop built-in camera, and then a smartphone. Okay, so I just wanted to be clear. So, okay, now it's asking, do you want to use a camera? I'll say, yes, I will allow it. And then, do you want to microphone? Yes, I will say, allow it. So again, that's the microphone. That is a built-in microphone in the computer. So I have 3 buttons up here. So let's go through one at a time. So click on here. No device detected. That's interesting. Why is that? Oh, I see. that's okay. That I think this Panopto is capturing the the voice input through the built-in microphone. So let's go ahead and click on the video camera, and no device is detected. That's weird. How about this? What's going on? So that's working. I'm not sure. So let me just go ahead and stop it. Okay, it works. Just restart. So, okay, let me just go start from the microphone input. So click that, and then I have two microphone input, the voice input. One is from my built-in microphone of the laptop, and the other one is this webcam. So I am going to, for the purpose of better quality, I'll just use my webcam. That's that one. But in your case, I assume that you are not going to be using third video camera, so you'll just use this built-in microphone that's, in my case, is a Realtek audio. Anyway, so that's it. And then I'm going to go to the video, and I have, actually right now I have three. To be clear here, let me just so that one, the first one is the built-in camera, okay, and then I have this. That's the my smartphone camera, because I clicked on or selected this smartphone video feed here last. That will be, oopsie, that will be shown on the main stage. So now actually I accidentally, unintentionally deselected it. I'm gonna go ahead and select it again. So now that is on the main stage. It doesn't really matter which one to be on the main stage, because you can always switch back and forth later on. Okay, and then third one is an option. So for example, you can capture the whole screen of the laptop, or you can select an application. So if you are demonstrating certain application, programming or video or something like that, you can choose the application. In this case, Panopto, I'm sorry, the Google Chrome or any kind of application. And also, if you are using, for example, a browser, you can select a specific tab of the browser. So that could be very specific. If you're going to be using, let's say, PowerPoint, and then you will go visit different websites using a browser, you're talking about multiple applications. In that case, you're going to use the entire screen so that the video will capture every application that you want to demonstrate. Anyway, so for this one, I'm going to just use the smartphone as a document camera. So I'm not going to add any kind of application window. So that's good. And now let's go ahead and take a quick look on the options. So it's not that comprehensive, to be clear here. So do you want to have a countdown before you start recording and that sort of kind of things? So I'll just go ahead and close that. And now I'm ready to go. So click on the red button, start recording. Okay, This is a sample recording, so I have actually written down of something here, and then I have a drawing already put down, and I can start recording using whatever that I already have, and then also I can add some props, like here's a train. So this is a kind of a philosophy question, the trolley problem based on ethical dilemma. So for example, here is a train and here's you, and the train is coming down, and you happen to know this train is out of control, and this train is about to run over the workers on the track, and these people do not know what's going on, so they will be killed. However, there's a lever that you can pull to change so that the train will go this way, that will end up killing one worker. So what would you do? What is your reason, and what is your rationale to justify or make your decision right or wrong? So there are different ways of looking at it. Anyway, so that's an example of a lecture. And then I'm going to just go ahead and flip the page. Again, as I think I mentioned before, you could, if you want to, you can print your PowerPoint slides and create some kind of a paper version of a PowerPoint slide deck. So you can flip it, or you can write things on, and so on. And so here's a sample of writing here. We're using a pen, and here's a sample of writing with a thicker pen, such as Sharpie. So you can see that the pen, using a thick pen such as Sharpie is much clearer. So just to consider, but if you have a really big, a lot of things to write, and maybe you need to use a pen, but otherwise I'll just use Sharpie, thicker pens, so you can have different colors and so on. All right, so then, if I may, let's see. Can I add a new video camera? I'm not sure. Let me give it a try. Maybe not. Okay. So here, this is totally extra. So this is a microscopic camera, webcam. They're not that expensive. It's not that expensive. Actually, I think I paid about $30 or something like that, and it comes with a light here, and then you can point at certain things, like this is a piece of Formica, and then I can just put it down here, so you can zoom in. Yeah, okay, so here you can do the focus. There you go, that's better. So you can see the details, you can show the details. I also happen to have a bee, so I can show you some little details. Obviously, I'm totally sidetracking. I was just showing you there. You can see the details of these insect, like all these furry, and I can zoom up. You know what? Actually, now I remember. I need to remove the cap. There you go. So that'll be. There you go. That's sharper. Anyway, So if you're interested in, consider getting one of these um, microscopic cameras or other types of cameras. They are not that expensive. Anyway, so let's, I'm going to stop right here. And there. And then click on this square button. And I'm going to stop. And now it's going to upload. It says, please leave this page open. So leave it open. And then few things. Give it a good descriptive and concise name. So sample lecture using a smartphone as a webcam. There you go. And then also important to specify where you are going to upload this video. So right now default is a my folder. That's outside of the specific Canvas course that you want to add your lecture. So let's go ahead and click on here. And then I'm going to choose continuous enrollment at the Edge video production. That's the Canvas shell that I started the Panopto video from. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. So that's important to be clear and make sure that you upload the video, Panopto video, to the right folder. Meaning that folder means, in this case, is the Canvas shell, Canvas course that you want to upload to. Okay? So folder in Panopto and Canvas shell is interchangeable. Okay? And then you can go ahead and type the description. So this is a sample video using a smartphone as a webcam and a short section of microscopic camera. Okay. And then if you want to, you can go ahead and edit it. But for now, I'm going to just be done with it. So click somewhere else, and that's it. And the video is ready. Okay. So I can go ahead and close it, or I can just go to the Panopto Recordings shell, the tab. So I can go back and forth. I can close this, but I'll just keep it open for now. And now let's refresh the page. So the length of time to upload and process, it depends on a couple of variables. One is the internet connection speed, and also the file size. If you have, let's say, 10-minute video, 10-minute long video, uploading could be almost as long as the 10 minutes or shorter, again depending on your internet connection speed. And once it is uploaded, it will needs to be processed so that your kind of MP4 file format, that's the kind of standard video format, will be converted into Panopto format. Okay, so let's go here. So it's still getting uploaded. So it's, again, it's okay. So it's still processing. I'm not sure why it's not showing up. So let me just go ahead and watch it and see. Okay, this is a sample recording. So I have actually written down something here, and then I have a drawing already put down, and I can start recording using whatever. Okay, let me just go ahead and click on View button here and see what's going on. All right, so it's done. This is a sample recording, so you can see that my video feed that's coming from something here, and then I have a drawing already put down, and I can start. So that video is coming from my laptop, a laptop built-in camera, and then the main stage is coming from the my smartphone. So that's it. And it's in the process of getting uploaded and then processed. So let's pause it for a minute or two, and then we'll come back. So I realized that I uploaded the video to the wrong folder / Canvas course. The title of the intended Canvas course is Edge Video Production Revised. So that's the place that I need to upload. So let me just go back here. I'm glad that I did not close this window. So it's just much easier from here. So here, that's the old Canvas shell. That's why it didn't show up. So let me just go ahead and change that, and then let's see here. So the Edge Video Production Revised. Incidentally, if you and when you are submitting the assignment for this training, that's the one that you're going to upload. Okay, so just be clear. All right, so go ahead and click. I'm going to click on this one. And then let me just go ahead and click on this button. So that will take me to the folder. Okay, now it shows up. So that's the video that I created. And I'm going to go ahead and play that using whatever that I already have. Yeah, so there you go. And then also I can add stop this. After a while, I would say about 10-20 minutes after it is uploaded, you will see the closed caption automatically added, and so that you can do the search. You can search for certain terms. Then you can, of course, you can advance, go back and forth, move forward and backward, and you can change the speed, and you can change the quality of the video if your internet connection is less than optimal. So those are the things. So again, this is an example of using smartphone as a webcam, and then combine that with the built-in webcam. So you have two video input, and then you'll create a video. And that's it. Okay, thank you.